Morning, morning, morning. How's everyone going? My name's Dead Ron. I'm an Australian VTuber just starting out. This is the second episode of my Gone Home playthrough. Unfortunately, during the stream I muted the microphone to go have a stretch and forgot to turn it back on. So the first 15 minutes of this video don't have any narration. Hopefully you don't mind that. You can either skip ahead, or I'd recommend just sitting through and listening to the game itself. Hope you enjoy it.
We're so cool, yeah, Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. It's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked in the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy, or good, or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
So I've just realised that I had my mic muted. I turned it off when I went to go to the toilet and have a stretch and all that, and I've just realised that I've got to turn it on. So the last half hour or so has had no audio. I'll work out what to do about that later. Can I take a look in there? So it looks like Sam's got a girl that's interested in her. Oh, this one. Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? Came out last weekend and Todd won't shut up about it either. Oh, so it's either good or we can make fun of him for liking it. My mum is supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can just ditch out on it probably. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I going to bath? According to Todd, it is pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. Todd wants to see it again. 7:15, okay, don't bath. Ha ha ha, alright, see you then. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, Sam's, was it Lonnie? The girl, that other girl, they're, interested in each other. Katie, Mum and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want, I won't be needing it anymore. Yeah, so Sam's definitely run away with a girl. Composition book. Samantha Greenbright, Ghost Hunter Journal. Sightings Journal. August 31, 1994. A tall shadow in the upstairs hall. When I rounded the corner, no one was there. How tall was Uncle Oscar? Note, I was not wearing my glasses. September 3rd, 1994. A faint voice coming from the bottom of the stairs. I said hello. Did not investigate. Probably was the furnace. September 9, 1994. 4:11 p.m. Poured milk from carton in fridge. It was spoiled. Pretty sure I read that spirits can sour milk. Milk was just bought yesterday. Lonnie says she feels a pressure in the TV room. I suddenly begin to feel cold. We built a protective pillow fort. Lonnie and I employ a Ouija board as a medium. Disturbing messages are conveyed from the other side. Oscar is definitely here. Enlisted Lonnie to stay up all night and help patrol premises, recording any signs of otherworldly presence. Lonnie reported many sightings, but all remained unconfirmed. Possible ectoplasm in attic, possibly leaking roof. Sample taken just in case. Despite our best efforts, we both fell asleep around at 4 a.m. All in all, a successful night. Okay. Hey Sam, you're asking what my JROTC ribbons meant. Here is a handy guide. Okay, so Lonnie's looking at the army, or is a cadet or whatever JROTC is. It's, yeah, like a cadetship thing, isn't it? Orienteering. This means the army thinks I can find my way around. Rifle team. The army has branded me as a certified killing machine. Adventure training. I am a born adventuress, and no borders can hold me. The army recognizes this. So if you didn't think I was cool before, now you know. Lonnie D. Oh, these two are cute. Okay, so that's all of my stuff. Sam's darkroom. Do not enter if red lights are on. Okay. Performance evaluation. Name, Richard Padamuck. Supervisor, Janice Greenbrier. 5 out of 5. Ranger Padamuck has been indispensable during the course of the prescribed burn preparation and execution. I believe his expertise and dedication has been the deciding factor in the success of a very complex and challenging conservation effort. In the opinion of the Flintlock Forest staff, Rick's contribution to daily operations have become essential to the outfit's continuing success. To this end, I will be formally submitting paperwork requesting his permanent reassignment to this facility. Okay. Can I play? I'm guess. Actually, I forgot about Sam's locker back there. Okay. Sewing table. Oh, that is fancy. Healthy choices, skills for a healthy life. Lonnie, holy crap, I was in the library and I noticed something in the corner. I found a secret passage and it had Oscar's creepy old stuff in it. Oh my god, I've got to see this. We're skipping 6. Okay, so the closet in Mum and Dad's room. Okay, so the library and the closet in Mum and Dad's room. Cool. Can I not play it? Heavens to Betsy. Nothing can stop can I get yeah. Nothing can stop me. 2 decide, 3 stay away. For Sam. To the right. Okay. So first I want to check out the okay, the attic is locked. So I guess we're going to the secret passageway. I do want to have a quick look at this can I find the code? Oh, actually. To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbrier, am 17 years old and am therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd. Compare with Katie, who is only 3 years older than me, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own, like a human being. And since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter Samantha. Yeah, she's a teenage girl. Sam, stop leaving every damn light in the house on. You're as bad as your sister. That is true. Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. Daniel called. Okay. So, here's the locker. I haven't had that much to drink during the last night. How many fingers am I holding? You better not have been reading my secret diary again. Here you go, Midden. Have some pate. Gross. Meow. Where is a code? Oh, actually. No. Okay. Surely the code has to be somewhere around here. No. Yeah, maybe we find it later. So, in the closet here, there we go. Ghost Hunters, Sam and Lonnie's secret house investigation log. Hidden compartments found. 3. Library, upstairs hall, foyer. Evidence of the supernaturals discovered. The search continues. Oh, okay, so there's a panel in the library, yeah. Cool. Oh no, so that one is... Where am I currently? So I'm in the library. Is it down here? Yeah, that's... No? There. The Misfits. Saturday, October 29th. Special guest made in Stygia. Okay, I was expecting a little more there.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous? After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
Okay, yeah, so that's... Yeah, so I'm there. That's the secret panel. There's one just outside Dad's office. Okay. So, yeah, walk out the door and turn left, right in front of the foyer. Yep. property of Sam, private. Okay, so her locker code ends in 50-1. Heaven at the edge of the world, private, do not read. The Green Glacier, Part 2. Allegra and her scouting party peered down warily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves from their perch high in the forest branches. Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacial basin in which the forest grew. It was a strange sight indeed, such lushness juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. His life hung in the balance. We have to hurry. Allegra's party followed behind, moving quietly as a breeze through the greenery. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" She saw the Queen Amazonian up on her pedestal, reaching for the first lever that would drop the first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand, but it was too late. The first mate screamed as he fell towards the water, then splashed down, and all was eerily silent. Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. But then, from the vat, something began to emerge, a head of dark brown hair, just like the first mate's. Then the shoulders and sleeves of his coat were soaking wet, but as the figure stood and the water poured down, Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, what looked back at her were the eyes, the face, the hair, the hands, and the body of a woman. Still in the first mate's clothes, still the first mate. She spoke in a soft, clear voice. "Captain?" The Amazonian queen said, "She is one of us now. She is ours." Allegra drew the magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegra glared into the queen's eyes and said, "That's the love of my life, and you can't have her." Okay. So, even before Lonnie, she was interested in girls. Okay, so, map. So there's the locked one up this way. I'll just try that again. No. Okay, now upstairs. Okay, so there's the one opposite Sam's room. It's along this hallway, isn't it? Yep. Can I use the Ouija board? Oh, 51 0. Hello? Hello? Who are you? Oscar. What do you want? To come back. Okay. Items. 050-1. Cool. Lonnie's cute.
Lonnie came over today. Everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever And that's when she kissed me.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what G Sam could mean. Oh gosh, Sam. Yeah, the layout of this house doesn't make a ton of sense if I'm being totally honest. Like what? I guess there's secret passages, but like, yeah. So where is? Okay, to basement, past Dad's office. Cool. Okay, so chips. Okay. Oh, another note. Dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me to your abode for the Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the flavorful potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long. But it was pretty funny how impossible it is for your dad to not be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially yours, your close friend and confidant, Lonnie D. A fancy man, quite. Dear Miss DeSoto, allow me to take this opportunity to thank you in kind for such a gracious host of the festivities at your father's estate, following the aforementioned meal with my parents. Your family's Thanksgiving feast was the more enjoyable of the two events, I must say. One especially appreciated the time I spent with your grandmother, who is a lovely woman with sterling taste and a refined air. Let's do it again, same time next year, shall we? Indeed, Madam Samantha Greenbriar, Esquire. They're cute. I know I've said that before, but they're just cute. Um, First place. Oh man, one of my old sex ed assignments. Okay, I I'm guessing this was not as what's the word I'm looking for? As creative as Sam's. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay, this looks interesting. I'm guessing for heating. We don't really have that here. Gonna turn on the lights. Reed College Office of Admissions and Financial Aid. Samantha Greenbrier, 1 Arbor Hill, Boone County, Oregon. Dear Samantha, congratulations. I am pleased to inform you of your admission to the creative writing track of the Reed College Summer Program for Young Scholars for its 1995 session. We believe you have much to contribute to the Reed College community. Based on your portfolio and academic record, I'm also pleased to offer you financial aid to cover 75% of the summer program's tuition and fees. The attached documentation delineates your schedule, optional secondary track choices, and your dormitory assignment. Please remember to submit the attached form in which if you wish to be eligible for one of the 3 Reed full-time undergraduate scholarships, which will be awarded to exemplary students at the end of each summer program. We very much look forward to your attendance. Again, congratulations on your admission and best wishes from all of us at Reed College.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Yeah. So, by the sounds of it, Sam's gone after her. Richard Greenbrier. Okay, interesting. One of Granddad's books, Joyce, A Complete Understanding, Richard Greenbrier. Okay, so yeah, Richard and then Terence. So it sounds like the uncle cut out Richard's face. Dear Terence, thank you for sending along a copy of your newly published book. An author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognize my son in the subject matter. An author's work is the externalization of that which he holds dear and that which he fears, and in this respect I believe your work was successful. But the lens through which the personal shone was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and implausible dime store science fictional Deus ex machina. The great authors speak of their life's milieu in clear and honest tones. The lens crystal that refracts their thoughts without distortion. I congratulate you on surviving the great ordeal that is publication, and rest assured that readers of your chosen genre will lap up copies hungrily, but I urge you to shed artifice. You can do better. With a father's love and encouragement, Richard Greenbrier, PhD. Well, fuck him. Yeah, fuck Richard. I think that's Mum's citizenship stuff. Oh, cool. So, Mum is... Wait, where is she from? Oh, from Canada. Yep, so that's why old mate went to work in Winnipeg. Okay. Like, it seems odd that there's so much space down here. Like a little basement, sure, fair enough. Mason's Pharmacy. So old mate was a pharmacist. Hey Sam, I'm writing you from Multnomah Falls. I'm here on a stupid class trip, which is stupid because it's March, and I don't know if anyone running this school has been to Oregon, but it's cold and rainy as shit in March. Wish you were here. Oh wait, you are here, because I'm writing this to you in the gift shop. Oh shit, here you come. Okay, that was good.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, you didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl. But I don't think they know. about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
Oh, that's sad. The Psycho House Girl. The coolest stuff about being the Psycho House Girl. Cool thing number one. Everybody in the hall thinks you don't know they're looking at you and whispering as you walk past, because I guess they haven't heard of peripheral vision. That's a lie to mum and dad situation, but it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome, and everybody was moving together like a huge tide of sound. Costumes, skeletons and devils, cheerleaders from the Smell Like Teen Spirit video, one girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy. This one's for you, Grossman. Had enough? Heard enough? Kicking against the patriarchy. Kicking against the patriarchy, the great Goodfellow ride of 95. Goodfellow Senior High School. Samantha Greenbrier. Dear Miss Greenbrier, I appreciate the time and effort you put into writing your letter. It showed initiative and was well written, but it does not change my mind on this matter. While I understand that Miss DeSoto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is she defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. As to your complaint that no other student has been punished for their part in this incident, the fact is that no guilty party has come forward, and there has been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced your locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. I would suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention to yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Okay. So we've still got that bit of the basement to go. Yolanda DeSado. Miss Samantha Greenbrier. Dear Sam, today's Spanish lesson. X-fly, mosca. Fly equals mosca. Hubcap equals tapacubas. Sunbeam, rayo del sol. Your love, tu amor. Dear Sam, I'm so happy you like the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico, I think, probably. The nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Allegra and the first mate lost on a mysterious island where even the plants are out to get them. And then I think of them together out there in the wilderness together, and I start thinking of you again. I lie here in bed and I can almost feel you. I've been trying to save it up for you when we're together again. I haven't done a good job, okay, but I tried. Okay, enough about that. Your last letter got to me the day before we would start driving back north. We'll be rating this letter home. If I get home first, we can read it together. Yes, I'm taking tons of photos. We'll have to spend so much time in the dark room, Lonnie. Oh. Is there a light in here? Oh. Girl Scout, the band formerly known as Cub Scout. Set list, role model, authority, main squeeze, telling stories, instruction, first mate, self, Girl Scouts. Peniel? Denial. Denial.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
I'm gonna be back in a second. I just need